Why is one country tightening their immigration while countries like Australia keep expanding it? One prioritized control first, while the other prioritized growth optics. That one country is Poland. To be able to grow as a country, we need to look at other countries that have succeeded with the same problems we face today. Poland maintains low social cohesion and crime from immigrants. Australia faces overstretched infrastructure. Today we uncover how Poland's policy successfully deals with immigration, how Poland is safer than the other EU countries, and how Australia can learn from Poland about their policy on immigration.
Immigrants, I asked about refugees, and Jean-Claude Juncker, the Commission President, says that you're racist. You sound proud of the fact that you haven't taken any refugees.
Of course, because this is what our people are expecting from our government. That's number one. This is why our government was elected. This is why Poland is so safe. This is the reason why we had not even one terrorist attack. Look at the streets in Poland, and we can be called populists, nationalists, racists. I don't care. I care about my family and about my country.
Welcome. My name is Jay. I'm an ex-serving Australian Army soldier. Here we don't compare countries, we compare systems and how Australia can improve. Because the way things are going, we need to step up. Australians have been fooled to think that we cannot create a system that not only enforces tight immigration, but also builds a safe environment for its citizens. That is wrong. We can learn from other nations that have solved this issue, which is growing in Australia. Here is how Poland has been successful with the issues that Australia is facing today. Poland has tight control over visas, borders, employers, and citizenship. Australia scales intake faster than enforcement capacity for political benefit. Australia's net overseas migration peaked at around 500,000 since 2023 to 2024. Poland enforces strict penalties for illegal employment and border breaches, which goes to show the major difference between the two countries. Poland controls immigration to ensure that dangerous ideology doesn't enter into their public, which can cause crime, social issues, and extremism. How? Poland enforces mechanisms like employer liability, border surveillance, citizenship requirements, and credible deportation. Poland routinely inspects workplaces to ensure they're compliant. Deportation proceedings for foreign offenders are predictable and legally streamlined, which means the Polish government knows the dangers of unchecked migration, and they're literally checking them. Australia lacked vision in the past to be able to see the outcomes of unchecked immigration that was happening in other countries. One of the most overlooked results of Poland's immigration and public order approach is how it translates into everyday safety. Poland isn't just pretty safe by EU standards. By several measures, it ranks above many Western European nations when it comes to crime and personal safety. In surveys of EU residents, only a small share of Polish citizens report experiencing crime, violence, or vandalization in their local neighborhood, among the lowest in the European Union. Poland's homicide rate is consistently below the EU average, under 1 per 100,000 people. Poland places in the top 30 worldwide on the Global Peace Index, ahead of many EU countries. This isn't luck, it's a product of enforcement, deterrence, and civic order. Why does this matter for Australia? Because Australia has fallen into the hole Poland avoided, and right now is the time to dig out of it before it gets deeper. Australia has overstretched housing, wage suppression, infrastructure strain, and policing pressure, which create vulnerabilities. Growth without enforcement risks replicate problems avoided by Poland. Borders are there for a reason, and we have a duty to protect them. It doesn't mean all immigration is bad, but we need to regulate it and deport bad behavior. Poland chose control over optics. This video is not to scare people, but to point to the light. Australia can become safe like Poland. Australia can stand together and protect its borders. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe I have more to say. Thank you.